In this video, I'm going to be showing you how I have been using Evoto Instant recently and how you can use it to enhance your client experience and speed up your workflow and gain new bookings in your wedding photography. So let's get into it. So you might already be aware of what Evoto is, but if you don't know what Evoto Instant is, Evoto Instant allows you to take images from your mirrorless camera and deliver them straight to an online gallery instantly. And the way that works is you connect your phone to your camera via a cable, or you can do it wirelessly via FTP, which is how I like to do it. So the images will import to your phone, apply color correction, and apply those all-important Evoto retouching features. So no laptop, no Lightroom, no waiting around. The photos come in, get processed, and are ready to download in seconds. So over the past few weeks, I've been testing Evoto Instant, specifically during the wedding receptions, as a way to photograph the guests so that the guests can download those images instantly with permission from the bride and groom. So here's the main dashboard. I'm going to go to Create Project. I'm going to give it a name. Let's say Tommy and Emily's Wedding. Create. I'm going to be shooting this at the weekend, so I'm going to put it ahead of time. You can give it a description if you want. We can also change. This is just a mock of what it might look like, just to give you a rough idea. You've got the Evoto branding there, and to change that, we can go to the top banner, customize. This is where you would naturally add your logo. There we can see there, and then hit save. You can change the bottom banner as well. And so now here is the all-important, the workflow, how it all works. Now, as you probably know, Evoto works on a credit-based system. So every time an image gets uploaded to the gallery, that counts as 1 credit. So if we scroll down to AI editing and we turn that on, so this is where we're going to select our preset from the main Evoto app, which way we want to use when the images begin importing into our gallery. So we can choose to either add in one of our color correction ones or just the retouching ones, or of course, if you've made a preset that combines both retouching and color correction, then you can obviously do that as well. So these are the recommended ones. You've got your presets here. So if you haven't created any presets yet, don't worry. There's some recommended ones here as well. So if we scroll down to let's go wedding 2. And in a moment, it's going to apply the effects so that you can see what it might look like. So we've got different examples as well. So if we select a different image, you can see what the before and after would look like on that image with this preset. So let's choose this one for argument's sake. We go to save. We go to the next dial, the export, auto export. So with that, as soon as you've taken the image, that's going to get an upload straight to the cloud, apply the AI editing preset that we just picked, and that will automatically go to the gallery. If you want to manually do that, then you can do that. So what will happen with the manual export is that will appear on your phone, and then you can then decide which ones you would like to be sent to the gallery. Of course, if you want it all to happen instantly, you just then go to auto export. What you just have to understand is that every time then you hit the shutter button, it will count as 1 credit. You can choose to upload the original format, but probably wouldn't recommend that, because if you are shooting RAW, they're not going to really be able to open or download the image. So best to stick with JPEG. You can limit the file size as well. So I like to limit it to no more than 10 meg per image, and then go to save. You can see now the workflow is ready. AI editing is on, and it's ready and waiting to receive the first image. So if I were to now open the Evoto Instant app, I can see that Tommy and Emily is already there. One thing I didn't actually talk about is AI culling. So I can adjust the workflow even from the app. It doesn't have to happen on the desktop. It can all be done from the app. So if I go into the workflow and turn on AI culling, we can see that this is where we can now choose the parameters of specifically the culling feature. So if you want it to ignore closed eyes, you can untick that. But if you do want to include that, and then there's parameters within that as well, you can choose. You can choose sensitivity. So if there are any blurred images, it will disregard. So that's a nice feature if you are going with the auto export and you're worried about accidentally pressing it. Well, if you have the blur feature on, then you can be rest assured that it won't upload that image. Therefore, it won't then count as a credit if you are in auto export. Under exposure, overexposure, and you've got duplicates as well. Once you set all the parameters you want specifically for the culling, then you hit apply. So we tap the camera disconnected. We tap that to connect our camera. So if you have the cable, this is where you would tap obviously the tethered shooting. If you are going to go FTP connection, then that's where you would go there. And if I turn my hotspot on, then all the camera FTP settings would then pop up, which I can then put into my camera. It's a little bit more fiddly. So if you are a little bit on the fence about how that all works, then just go with the wired setting. That's going to be so much easier. But if you know how to do it, then you can certainly do it wirelessly like I was doing at this recent wedding. I just had my phone in my pocket. So we tap the after, you can see this is what happened when it had applied. But if we go to the before, you can see it was quite overexposed when I actually took it. We go to the after, it's brought down the exposure, it's cleaned up the face, and it's applied a really subtle color correction as well. All done instantly, and was able to share with the clients via a QR code instantly. It's so easy. It's really, really cool. So to bring up the QR code, we then go to share, then go to QR code. And then this is the QR code that you would pull out from your phone to get your guests who you've just photographed to scan, and they can then go onto that very gallery to view the image instantly. As I say, if you set the gallery up ahead of time, download the QR code, save it to your camera roll so that you can very quickly pop your phone out, show them the QR code so that they can download it instantly. Well, that's about it for this video, guys. If you liked it, please make sure you hit the like or share button, or subscribe if you're watching this on YouTube. And if you want to learn more about Evoto and Evoto Instant, then just click my link in the description box below. If you have any questions, then also just drop me a DM or a comment, and I will see you in the next one. Cheers, guys. Bye-bye.